My response, this is a response to Scott Adams' I don't know, ongoing discussion about climate change, and I guess he's not convinced or that climate change is occurring, or that Trump is not convinced that climate. So we have to try to convince a 70. How old is Trump? 72. Who doesn't? Trump. He doesn't know how to use email. Doesn't read books. Doesn't read memos. Watches Fox News constantly. Watches television. A lot of television. And we're going to try to convince Trump, whose attention span is little span of attention. We're going to try to convince him of 200 years. Yeah, it's 200 years of scientific research into the greenhouse effect, and it goes back to 1850. It's not Al Gore. It's not the socialists, the communists, the Democrats, the liberals, all the usual evil groups there. It's way before that. It was scientists who said, what is this stuff? Is this carbon dioxide? Oh, it's in the atmosphere. It traps heat. And, well, at any rate, so this theory is old. It's old, almost 200 years, the idea of greenhouse gas. And by the way, carbon dioxide isn't the only greenhouse gas. Methane is also a greenhouse gas, but methane, and of course we're putting methane in the atmosphere too. And methane is a more powerful greenhouse gas. And we could try to explain it to Donald. We'd have to put a little thing, methane, and we'll do a little, a chemical, what do they call that, the bonds. So I don't know. I'm not sure whether I should endeavor into this thing to come up with something that will convince Donald Trump in like 2 minutes. The global warming and the other people that don't have a clue either. Let me just say this, Scott. We were the only country in the world. I think there were maybe 2 other countries that pulled out of the Paris Agreement. And I agree, the Paris Climate Treaty was largely symbolic, or mostly 90% symbolic, right? 95% symbolic. But at least people are on the page saying, yep, this is a problem. We should try to do something about it. At least we can agree with that. But we pulled out. Yeah, we pulled out, and who were the 2 other countries? It's getting absurd, man. You Trumpers and Scott Adams, you don't know, and Judith Curry. Maybe Judith Curry has some sort of, I don't know, little flaws in the data somewhere. Okay, Scott, and here's why I'm hesitant to engage in an argument, which is overwhelming at this point. It's overwhelming that the Earth is warming up. The first attempt at denial, climate change denial, was the Earth isn't warming. It's not warming. Look at, there was cool temperatures here. There's cool temperatures there. It's not really warming. That was their first thing that they threw against the wall. Now, after the last 30 years, is a marked increase in temperature. There's no